everyone, welcome to the Stealthy Crafter. I'm Jessica and today I'll be doing a Wip Chat. If you don't know what Wip stands for, it stands for Work in Progress, and what that means is that you can bring out your own whips, or you could do things like, if you really want to, chores. You could drive around, or you can just sit on the couch doing absolutely nothing while you listen to me ramble about what's been going on in my week. So this time, I'm not going to be doing any rambling about my week or anything. I'm actually going to be doing a top 5 tag video. I got tagged by Sea of Diamonds, and basically was to name my top 5 favorite things. This was made by Natalie over at Diet Coke and Diamonds. So thank you so much. See, I had some trouble trying to figure out some of this stuff. No, in all honesty, it was fun trying to think up of things. So I will get started with it, I guess. Let me just pull my notes over here so that way I can make sure I'm doing this correctly, or as correctly as possible. Before I do begin, I am working on Carlac today. I want to live, I want to stay. So I am working on this for my husband, and I'm finally on this. I'm at the end of the second row, so I'm actually doing some progress on this, guys. So yeah. Anyway. So yeah, this is just basically a top 5 of your favorite things. And we were also told that we could add our own top 5s at the end as well. So the first thing is, what are your top 5 artists? Well, I'm pretty sure you guys know the number 1 answer to this is Chrisabug. So yeah, as you guys know, I love all things Chrisabug. I will say that over and over and over again. But yeah, that's one of my top 5. Like, it's top one. But I do have some other favorites that I do like to collect art from, and these don't have to be like from diamond painters or anything like that. It's just artists in general, but all these are from our diamond painters, like not diamond painting, but diamond arts canvases for me. So let's see, and these are not in any type of order, the rest of them, but let's see, we have Jamuska, or Jimica Murphy. I love all of her fairy artwork. She has so many cute fairies, and she has like these cute, let's see, we have those fairies, mermaids, all sorts of stuff. I love all the fantasy stuff that she does. It's so adorable. I just like the way she draws faces a lot. So and then number 3 is Vionette. So Vionette has a lot of these. She's like French Canadian, if I think correctly. I could be wrong. But I know I buy most of her artwork off of Oraloa, and she has a lot of French. It's like there's a lot of French on the titles that gets translated, thankfully, so I can understand what some of them are. But I love her childish drawings. Like, they're so cute, and she is a children's illustrator, but they're so just whimsical and stuff like that. I enjoy the artwork a lot. So and then let's see, we got number 4, and that's Femke Deborah. Again, another type of, mermaids. I like her mermaid stuff. I like a lot of her fantasy artwork. There's just certain styles that I kind of gravitate to, so I just tend to go to that. And then the last one has actually climbed up from, compared to like a couple of other artists. It was hard to choose because there was 3 other artists that I like as well, that were all almost around the same similar not wavelengths, but what I like. And this one is from Flossie Fox Shop. So she's she does cross stitch patterns and stuff like that, but I love collecting all of her artwork off of Jade. I just love doing them. They're so nice and cute, and they're snack size. I adore that artwork so much. It's so fun and whimsical. So that is the artist, and then it's like the top 5 diamond paintings that you've completed. Like, what are your top 5? And oh my goodness, a lot of these are some of these are on like when I first started diamond painting, and some of them are new. So, but I do have them listed in order this time around, like what are my top 5. So I'm sure you guys aren't surprised, but it's a Chrysabug in my top 5, in one of my top 5s. Now, they couldn't be all Chrysabug. I was trying to be fair. But the first one is Moon by Chrysabug, and I enjoy a lot of that artwork so much. Like, so I so so it's Sailor Moon, and I remember it wasn't one of the first ones that I ever really truly blinged up, but it is one of the ones that I took like really serious and wanted to really get into it. I made her hair baubles. I made them out of crystals. I remember like doing these shoelaces with ABs and her gloves, and then like the tattoo she had. I was remember doing a lot of pixie dust and stuff like that. I remember like really decking it out, and I was doing it for the Sailor Summer event, and so it was like one of my first favorite things to do. And then so number 2 is Aquarius by Josephine Wall, and that one it was like one of my earlier diamond paintings that I did, and it's like, of course, a lot of these are huge. Okay, I'm going to say all these top 5, they're big paintings. A lot of them, well, not all of them, but a lot of them are. So but yeah, I really love the way Aquarius looked. I just even though it took me, goodness, I think it took me 2 or 3 months to finish her. It was a lot of fun, and I just loved how everything worked. It was just like I was really excited to work on it the entire time, like from start to finish. And it was, I did, always at the end when you start getting to that point where it's like, oh my god, I'm almost done, and then you're like, hurry up, and just seeing like it completed all together was just, it was beautiful. And I really was sad when I was done with it. Because that is my only Josephine Wall diamond painting I gotten. I never really got to buy the others. At that time, I really couldn't really get too many diamond paintings. And those were like on the higher price range for me to really get. So it was just like, they were kind of out of my reach. And I still would love to have a couple of Josephine Walls, but I'm not... I don't really want to spend the amount of money on some of those that I see on like eBay and Mercari and some of the de-stash groups. Sorry. Number 3 is The Tea Party by Ivy Dolomar. So this one I completed last year, and this one took a long time, only because I had to take a bit of a break, like a 6-month break, but it was another one that I decked out as well. Like, I went crazy. I bought the enhancement set off of DP with Sparklers. And I just kind of like follow the chart and everything, but it did take a while because I was just like, I had, like I said, I had to take a bit of a health break and everything, but when I was done, it's so beautiful, and I still have not framed it, guys. I want to frame it. I still say it's going to be right here, so that way I can look up and stare at it on this wall that's in front of me. That's where I want it to get put up. I just need to figure out how to get it done. I've seen some videos of people, doing stretcher canvas bars, like buying your own, like making your own bars and stuff like that and staple guns and stuff like that. But my husband doesn't want me near a staple gun. So, we'll see. Anyway, number 4 is Mushrooms Glow by Jamuska, or Jemica Murphy. I got this one off of Jaded Gem Shop before, because she was with Jaded Gem Shop, then she went over to Diamond Art Club. Nothing bad. It was just and it was like a closing out kind of sale, and I was just like, ooh, I really want to grab one of these. I'm smacking myself for not grabbing the Pirate Fairy when I could. But anyway, so Mushrooms Glow, it's a fairy underneath these big mushrooms, and there's like, of course, a moon in the background, and it's glowing on it. It's so pretty. It's kind of different from other fairies that I worked on, but I really like how she looks. She looks very ethereal, and it was a darker diamond painting, and there was so much confetti, but I enjoyed it. It was fun to do whenever I worked on her. I remember that I did add-ons, so I added like ABs and stuff to that one. I don't remember if I added grid lines to her or not. I don't really recall that. But yeah, she was fun to work on. And then my 5th diamond painting, again, this was hard, but this one went for the win. It tore my, I was like looking at my completed diamond paintings, just scrolling, and I'm like, no, this has to be in the top 5. And it's Mittens, Destroyer of Worlds by Warmtail. Now this one was from Craftably, and I liked a lot of Warmtail's artwork from there, and man, again, kicking myself because I didn't grab all of it, but yeah, oh man, it's so cute. It's a cat on top of a stack of books, and there was just so many crystals and special drills and stuff on it. It was so much fun to do for the Drills and Chills event. I was just like, I had so much fun, and it was really a good painting. I had a blast working on that one, and that's what diamond painting should do. It should, really give you a lot of, should make you feel happy and ecstatic to do, and everything like that. So those are my top 5 completed paintings. The next one are the top 5 most anticipated paintings that you can't wait to work on. So this one's not in any particular order. This is just stuff that that I would like to work on in the near future. I don't know if I'll work on any of them this year, but I would like to work on them sometime in the next year or so. I definitely want to work on them. So let's just go with the first one, and that's Fairy Celebration by Jamuska. Again, I know you're surprised, not a Chrysabug, but and I know it's Jamuska again, but this one does call out to me. So Fairy Celebration is it's a bunch of tiny fairies flying around a bigger person, and they're painting her nails. All right, and not just anything, purple. All right, so I have purple nail polish on. I really do need to redo my nails though. But anyway, yeah, they're painting her nails. I love nail polish. I love fairies. I love purple. It's a match made in heaven. I'm like, this is me. This is what this is all me. This was made for me. I know it wasn't, but I'm going to say it is. But yeah, that one I am so looking forward to doing. I'm just like, and I don't know if I want to bling it out more or just what. I'm kind of on the fence about that. I'm gonna just hover around. But then the next one is The Last Fairy by Warmtail. This one is also from Craftably, and I don't know when I'm going to work on that one. I really want to work on it, but at the same time, I have so few Craftably kits, and I don't want it to be gone. Like once I work on it, I don't have it anymore. And there's I know there's so many special drills on that. It's like, I really want to work on it. It's just, but it's so colorful. It's so much rainbow colors. Like it's awesome looking, and I don't know. It's like, I want to work on it, but at the same time I'm scared too, because then I won't have it anymore. But yeah, I'm really looking forward for the day. It's gonna have to be one of those special times where, I guess a rainy day, to pull it out for that diamond painting. The next one is Deity of the Forgotten by Femke Deborah. This one's from Mooney Maid. It's a mermaid. It's a purple mermaid. I've been kind of wanting to do another mermaid, another Mooney Maid kit sometime in the future, and I've been saying I would work on that one forever, and I think the time's getting right. So if I don't work on it this year, maybe I'll work on it for next mermaid. So maybe by next May I'll start working on her. Cross your fingers. But yeah, I really like her. I just have to make sure my daughter doesn't try and take her, because she likes mermaids too, but she's now more basically, I want emo mermaids. I'm like, she's not an emo mermaid. She's just indifferent, and she's just like she's more, kind of. She's not like a villain. She could look like a villain, but I mean, like, but she's not in my mind. It's just, but yeah, that's the third one. Yeah, I had to look. The next one is the Altar by Alora Paltrow. This one I haven't really worked with her kits. This is from Diamond Artisan Shops. I had to think about the shop for a moment. I haven't worked on any of her diamond paintings yet, but I've been really kind of curious how it works out, and I really like this one. I love all the purples, and of course there's a cat, and I've really been like kind of looking forward to work on that. I would love to work on it sometime this year. It's just that I got so many in my list that I gotta do that I'm trying to put down, but that one I definitely can't wait to do. And then the last one is Petals Fall by Yume, and that one's from Diamond Art Club, and I am like basically I already ordered the enhancement set. I am somehow, some way this year that one's getting worked on. I've been saying I wanted to work on that for a few years now, and it's starting to be put into the older diamond painting stash area, so it's like I can kind of claim that it's that I can work on it since it's an older one. But yeah, I already bought the enhancement set for it, and I'm really excited for that. I'm like really ready and raring to go for that one. So have to open my page. Got my notes over here. So but yeah, that's the first half of what Natalie has put down. Let me take a sip of coffee. But yeah, so those are my most anticipated. The next one was top 5 accessories. So this one was a little hard because I kept flip-flopping a lot. And I'm sorry, I'm really slow with this one. This one has some confetti and spots, so it's just like kind of taking my time doing things, just getting through it. Anyway, so top 5 accessories. So, and she says you could explain why or whatnot, or be in much detail, and things like that. So this is also in no particular order. So my top 5 accessories. Well, number one, not like I said, not really in any particular order, but the first one would be a tray. I think a good tray is something that is desperately needed. Now the trays that you get from your toolkits and stuff, they're fine for, as a beginner and stuff like that. But as you're wanting to, grow and if you wanted to do more diamond painting, I feel like a tray is one of the top things that you should get, like especially a tray that works with your hand grip. Like some people like a big tray, some people like a tiny tray, some people like a wide, some people like a narrow. I prefer a narrow tray. Like I said, this is from Bijou Bliss. It's the perfect tray for me. May not be the perfect tray for you, but it's perfect for me. Like I've looked around and it's just the right size. Like I do get smaller ones of this style, but I like her narrow style a lot. So this is like just the right size. So to me, trays are something that you definitely need to, try and get to for you, especially like if you're diamond painting a lot, that's a lot of like, if you hold the tray, you want to have something that's going to be comfortable. If you don't hold the tray, I don't hold the tray all the time, so sometimes I kind of stabilize it, but not all the time. Then following into that, so you want to be comfortable with trays, you also want to have a comfortable pen. So, and once again, pens are all, everyone's pen preference is different. Some people love a thick pen, some people love a thin, some people have a palm placer. I prefer thinner grip pens. Like I know that even though I have joint problems in my hands and stuff like that, I can't handle a thicker pen. Like I can't handle the way it fits in my hand. It just doesn't feel comfortable. Stuff like this feels a bit more comfortable. I always try and find things that have a little thin grip on the end. So it's like, even though this is a very simple pen, I do have others that are a little bit, more decorative and stuff like that, but I always try and go for things that have like a thin edge in it. But what works for me will not work for you, like I was saying. But yeah, so pins, so trays and pins, hand in hand. But unfortunately, I put them on two separate groups. To me, I would kind of put them together, so that way I could edge out one more thing, but that would be kind of cheating. And I already cheated with one thing already, which will be coming up at the very end. But you can hear my bonus one. I'll put it as a bonus one right here. Not here, but anyway, number 3 is storage. So storage is basically what you use to hold your drills, be it baggies, Elizabeth Wards. I love Elizabeth Ward trays. So it could be that. It could be those screw top ones. It could be like, there's so many different options for storage, but storage is a must. Especially if you're done, like if you're painting with like a huge amount of colors. So this one's only 40, but there's some that go up to 99. There's some that go over 100, and you definitely want to be able to have the storage to hold all your drills, so that way you're not just like having them all over the place. Now I know some people have them in all in trays. That gives me a bit of a heart attack, but that's what their preference is. Like, again, we don't judge. Maybe no, we don't judge. We don't judge. I'm kidding. Yeah, so storage, and then so next thing up is a light pad. I'm blind. Well, I'm not that blind, but I'm blind. I've got stigmatism, got poor vision. Some people prefer overhead light. And some people prefer a light pad. I preferred both, to be honest, but I think a light pad, because I really need a light pad even during the daytime. A light pad's one of the more important things for me, honestly, where here I am putting my hand on my over my chest and stuff like that. Like, you can see what I'm doing, like my hand gestures. Anyway. So yeah, a light pad is something that I definitely think is in the top 5 category for me. And then the 5th one is putty. I love putty. One of my favorite putties is from Randa's Crafty Corner, because of just how firm they are. I live in a humid type climate. Not humid all the time, but especially in the summer, it gets pretty humid. It gets kind of humid in the spring, but pretty humid in the summer, and like a lot of the softer putties do not work at all where I live here. It's just, it doesn't work. The contender is Butterfly Effect Wears. I like that putty, even though it's on the softer end. It's not, I would say it's medium soft. It's still in the firmer, but it's a little soft. I like that a lot because of the scents. Some of the scents are a little overpowering, so I don't buy those, but I do like a lot of the smells that they have. So those two I like the most, but I do collect other putties too. And then like other putties I use like during the winter, because not as humid and stuff like that. And before I continue, like with pins and stuff, like one of my favorite like pin companies that I do prefer to is even though we're using a Butterfly Effect Square pin right now, one of my favorite ones is from Enabler's Outpost, like where my favorite pin turnstiles are. But I do have a top favorite pin altogether, and it's my purple pin that I got from Peachy Keen Pins. That's been my favorite. Like, I just love the way it fits in my hand so well. It's just my hand never hurts whenever I hold that one. It's just like, it's I can diamond paint for a long time on that. So okay, so now I'm gonna just not cheating. We're putting a bonus. We're doing a bonus, right? Okay, not a cheat, Natalie. It's a bonus. So I don't have it with me, but a trash minder or a trash collector. So to me, I usually have like you get trash drills and stuff like that, and then you have to have a spot to throw your trash drills, or you could just, be some people and throw them into the floor. I mean, I've done that a time or two as well. But, it's also nice to have like a little decorative thing where you can hold hold your drills, and that way you can just put them in aside, and that way they're not spilling everywhere and not getting in your spot. So that's a bonus one, because it's not really needed, but it's something that it's nice to have. But the rest the rest is definitely a must in my opinion. So those are my top 5 accessories plus the bonus. So now we're going into categories where I was struggling. I'm going to be honest, I struggle bust. I started pulling things that I watched when I was younger instead, like that I remember watching. So, alright, so these are like your top 5 movies, and she says Disney ones don't count, and I'm like, okay, okay, fine. I'm not like a Disney adult, but I do enjoy a good Disney movie. But yeah, I had to. I haven't watched a lot of movies. A lot of the movies I have watched lately is stuff with my kids. So it was just kind of hard to think about things that I enjoyed watching. And honestly, these are a lot of older movies. None of them are really any in this decade at all. So, and some of them are like when I was a kid. So, they're not in order, but I will tell you my top favorite, okay? So my top favorite is Hocus Pocus. So that's one of my top favorite. It's a must. I must watch Hocus Pocus every year on Halloween, no matter what. That one, 100%. It's going to be, it's definitely, I mean, like, I do watch other things like Halloween Town and stuff like that with the kids, but like I said, that's a Disney movie. Well, Hocus Pocus technically counts as a Disney movie, but wasn't a Disney movie back then, was it? Oh well, who cares? But Hocus Pocus, definitely in my, is like the #1 spot for me. Then the other ones are kind of like all over the place. So we got The Mummy. I love The Mummy, the entire cast, like, just great. I love them all, okay? Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz, all of them, okay? My favorite part is always like with, everyone's trying to convince C to watch The Mummy. She's not going to watch it. It's okay. But I always like to send the gif of, I am a librarian from Rachel Weisz. It's so funny. But yeah, I know that she doesn't want to watch that, but it's still fun to poke fun at her. She pokes fun at us too. That's okay. But anyway, but that is one of my favorites. And then I would say Click is another one. This one is more this one's more of a memory kind of thing, because this was like the first movie my husband and I watched together. It was on one of our, it wasn't our first date. Our first date was at a Chinese restaurant, but this was like one of our second dates, and it was the first time we went to a movie theater together, and he loves the actor Adam, and was like saying he usually plays funny movies and stuff like that. This was not a funny movie. This made me cry. I cried a lot. I cried a lot, and we don't watch it a lot because, of course, it even hits harder now that I have a family and have kids and stuff like that. But I do watch it from time to time, and the waterworks, they start coming out every time I watch it. It's a good movie. It's a good in the feels movie. Like, if you want to be hit hard with some and want to have a good cry session, that one for sure. It does it does end happily, but man, it gets you in the feels, like right there, right before the end, like all the time, every time, and I know it's coming, and I'm still a bawling mess. Let's see, that was the third one, right? Yes. Then the next one is another thing from memory lane as I was younger. I think I was a kid. Yeah. Kid, teen, something. Twister. Anyway, Twister. I love Twister. I still haven't watched Twisters. I've been meaning to watch Twisters. I want to watch Twisters, but this is not what we're talking about. Anyway, Twister. I love Twister. So it's just like cow, another cow. No, that's the same one. Every time, that's all I keep saying. Every time, especially when we drive by cows and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just I don't know if that's why my kids are obsessed with storm chasing, but that was the start of me being obsessed with storm chasing. I didn't want to really chase tornadoes, but at the same time, I thought that was the coolest thing in the world as a young child. As just like and especially as someone who lives in a mountainous area at the time, because I grew up in West Virginia and stuff like that, I was surrounded by mountains. So, and of course, my dad had to do the whole, oh, tornadoes don't happen around mountains. You won't have to be worried about a tornado. That's bull hockey. sorry, Dad. But yeah, no, it can happen, and it does happen, and my dad still loves to say that especially now that my oldest, she's all into storm chasing, and she's like, telling him stuff, and he loves to repeat the same thing he says before, and, of course, she likes to pull up facts and stuff saying, well, what about the tornado that hit, and so in 2023, or, like that. So it was just like, Nicole, now's not the time. Now's not the time. Anyway, Twister, definitely one of my top fives. And then this one, at this point, this is where I started struggling for the fifth spot. So I was like, oh man, I don't really watch a lot of movies. I'm like, can I say Lord of the Rings? I don't know, because my husband will say that's not true since I keep falling asleep to it, which is true. I do fall asleep, but I do love them. I like it a lot, but I do fall asleep. I can't help it. It's soothing. Anyway, let me think where I was going with this. But anyway, so this one's kind of more of a thing that of my husband and I. It's not necessarily a favorite of mine, but it is a favorite to watch with my husband. Like, I do like, because it's his favorite, and I do like watching with it and quoting it and stuff like that, laughing at it. So, but it's Talladega Nights, and it's just like the whole baby Jesus scene. Just, that's just funny. It's just like, so I enjoy that one a lot when I'm with my husband and stuff like that. So that is the movies. Now we're going into the top 5 shows, which was another difficult one, because I don't really watch a lot of TV shows when I am diamond painting. I normally watch YouTube and Twitch a lot. That's where I go for that. And then like, so this one's the top 5 shows. But this is stuff that I know that I usually try and true. Like I watch from time to time, like stuff that I've watched over and over, and my guilty pleasures are in here too. So this is stuff like where I can kind of zone out if I am going to watch it. So House is up there. My husband and I do set time during the week to watch an episode or two of House. It's just something we love. Although I will say I did not like the last couple. This is going to be true for this one and the next one that I'm going to say. I was not a fan of the last few seasons, but I still love everything at the beginning. So I just watch over and over and over again. Like something about it. But yeah, I just love love House, and I'm like, and now that I've gone through some issues, it's like, hey, I know what they're talking about now. And then my husband just rolls his eyes and whatnot. So House is up there, definitely up there. And then the next one after that is Castle. So I loved watching this a lot, and I really need to pull this back up again. Like I said, I wasn't a fan of the later seasons, but I still remember at least the first 3 that I binged watch a lot with Nathan Fillion. Oh my god, it was just awesome. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Now these next 3 are my guilty pleasures. These are the ones where I just like, I will watch even though it makes no sense. It's not like anything entertaining, or well, not anything like anyway, it doesn't matter. So the first one on that is so House Hunters. I just sometimes it's just so ridiculous. I know that some of the stuff can be scripted and yada yada yada, but it's like I said, it's a guilty pleasure. I like watching it. I like seeing what other people's houses and what they pick and guessing what they pick. And then like mocking some of the people. I know that it's not nice, but that does happen where I do mock sometimes with some of the people, especially with this next one. This is the next one where I kind of get ragey. It's like the next one where I kind of just rage. It's tiny houses, so it's like those are people who are trying to find a house that's small, so under 600 square feet or something. And sometimes it feels so ridiculous, like, oh, we have we're a family of 7, and we have 4 dogs, and yet we want a 300 square foot beach house for vacation. And I'm just like, I have the Pikachu face. I have the what? Just immediately just what the heck? Like, what? And those are the ones where I start raging. And my husband thinks it's funny because I'll just start going, what do you mean? And I think I made him laugh because there was a similar episode to what I just said, that it was a huge family with a lot of dogs that wanted a small beach house. It was a 1-bedroom place. And seeing them come out when it's like at the end of the episode, like talking about how they love it, and I just went, it's like a clown car, but in house form. And my husband was drinking his water and spat it out because of that. Because I was just like, I don't normally make quips like that, but when I do, like, they're rare and few in between. But when I do, they're good ones, apparently, according to my husband. But yeah, that's something but it's a guilty pleasure. And then this I have been watching since I was, goodness, I want to say since I was 17, and it's Say Yes to the Dress. I know, it's so ridiculous. Some of them I'm just like, why? No. It's just, I don't know. It's just a drama with some of the family. I haven't really watched Say Yes to the Dress in about a year. I think it's time for me to binge watch all of that again. But yeah, that's one of my guilty pleasures. So yeah, don't shame me. Sorry. But yeah, those were my top 5 shows. But yeah, it was kind of hard to figure out what ones to pick because some of them, like I said, I haven't really watched in a while, and some of them I feel kind of embarrassed admitting that I like. But yeah, there you go. And then these next 2 are what C had put down, and I had to like figure it out with some of it. But anyway, give me a moment for my coffee break. So let's see, what color do I want to go with while I'm talking? Here we go. So top 5 anime. Bum bum bum. I'm in a mood, guys. I'm sorry. So top 5 anime. A lot of this is going to be older anime. I can't help it. It's just, these are my favorites. They're like, I gotta watch them all the time. So anyway, Full Metal Alchemist, of course, is one of my favorite animes. And I love watching that. And I feel like it's time to watch it again. Especially since my children are starting to get a little bit older. We had Nicole watch Full Metal Alchemist close to the twins' age, and might be another year or so before we'll watch it with the twins, but it's getting close to there. So yeah, I have a lot of memes about Nina and her dog. Spoiler, sorry if you don't know. Well, if you know, you know. So, and then let's see. Next on the list is My Hero Academia. I am obsessed with this one right now. Like, this is like my top one right now. Like, it used to be Full Metal Alchemist, and it's going to go back and forth. I already know this. But right now, My Hero Academia is like right there. I've been really enjoying enjoying that. I haven't really watched the Your Next movie. I need to. I've been wanting to. It's just I haven't found a decent time to watch it. So next on the list. So I had a hard time. I wanted to put Sailor Moon on the list, and it's just like, and that's a movie I do tend to gravitate to, but you know what? Well, we're gonna cross out the one of the newer ones. We're gonna stick with old favorites. I had a new favorite, but we're gonna cross that out. We're gonna put Sailor Moon back on the list. I'm sorry, Farron. But anyway, Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon's another one of my favorites. I definitely am going to be watching this summer again with Jaina. She's been showing interest in wanting to watch it. There are some that I can't, some episodes that she might not be able to watch at this point, but I feel like at least the first season, if I remember correctly, we can watch it together. Let's see, next up is Black Butler. I really love this one. It's, like I said, a lot of these are like older ones and stuff like that, but I'm really excited about all the new seasons that Black Butler has been getting lately. It's just, oh man, I'm just so excited. I haven't really watched the newest one that came out, but I really need to. I really do. No one talks about season 3. Or wait, yeah. No, was it season 3 or season 2? Anyway, I made my husband watch that season. Oh, he was not a happy person. I was like, if I have to suffer, you have to suffer with me. But the first season, oh, perfection. But yeah, I love that Black Butler. It's just like, I love Sebastian. I mean, like, it's great. It's awesome. And then last but not least is Rurouni Kenshin, and this is another one from memory lane from when I was a kid, like Sailor Moon was. So I really enjoyed Rurouni Kenshin when I was young, growing up. I just love the whole samurai stuff, and the whole aspect of everything, and then the fact that he vows to never kill again and all that. It was just amazing. I just loved the whole thing, and it's just like, I even have the manga for it, so I'm just like, I enjoyed watching that, and honestly, that needs another rewatch for me. And now we're on to top 5 books or series. So had to kind of dig my head a bit because I haven't been reading as much as I want to, and some of these are older ones. So but I do have, this one's a guilty pleasure. Okay, this is a guilty pleasure. It's a romance series by Lindsay Sands. She does a lot of historical stuff, but she also does some modern day. This is something I read. She has over 30 plus books, okay, of just a series, okay, and I've read her books since I was 18. So, and she's still adding more and more and more. But I really love her earlier stuff. But it is the Arganu series by Lindsay Sands, and it is basically a different take on vampirism, of how vampires are, they're immortals and stuff like that, but, and there's like soulmates and things like that, but it's differently. It's more like, it was, okay, spoiler, okay, or not spoiler. Anyway, so, basically, Atlantis was an advanced city, and they were trying to figure out how to cure their sick and people with illnesses and stuff like that. And they had these nanobots kind of thing got injected into the body, and it worked, right? But here's the thing: your body's always under, constant attack. It's always being attacked by the sun. Your blood cells are always constantly dividing and dying and stuff like that. So the nanobites were supposed to attack the illness and then dissipate. But because your body's always under attack, it's always working on it, and they need you need blood for the nanobites to work. So hence the vampirism. And then when Atlantis fell, they were released, like this group of people were basically released into civilization that was completely, backwards compared to their civilization, and they had to learn how to adapt. And that's how, they started hiding in the dark. They started growing fangs and stuff like that, and then like they're able to, you know, read minds, so that way they can control their victims. I would say in quotations, but anyway, it's really good. I love the romance series. Every book has a different couple, and it's like I said, it's a guilty pleasure. I read it a lot, so. Uh, yeah, you guys are learning a lot about me. I don't know how I like about this. Anyway, next up on the list is Fourth Wing. This one jumped up on my list by a lot. I am still not done reading the entire series. I know she has 2 more books coming out, but I haven't gotten to the 3rd book yet. So I've completed the first 2, but I haven't read the 3rd one. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to be rereading the whole thing by the time the 4th book comes out and everything. But I really like it. it's sorry, I'm just thinking about some of the things my friends have said about the main character. Anyway, but yeah, that's one of my top books. I'm not going to dive much more into it though. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of you have heard about Fourth Wing and stuff like that. That's the newest book out of the whole list, to be honest. Oh my goodness. Excuse me, sorry. Next up on the list, I don't know if you guys have heard this, but it is Doppelganger by Marie Brennan. So this is basically, it was kind of a couple of short stories like The Warrior and the Witch, but basically, as a witch, you're supposed to receive your magical powers, and you have a doppelganger in the world. Well, your doppelganger must die so you can have your powers. Well, this one witch, she finds out that her doppelganger is still alive, and she's a warrior, and that find out that there's just a whole bunch of stuff that's going on in the background that, you know, essentially you don't really have to kill your doppelganger at all, kind of thing. And if you know, it's better, you know, you're stronger when both are alive, blah blah blah, you know. But the powers that be didn't want people to know that kind of stuff. It's a really good read. It's short. A lot of these books are on the shorter end, like I said, because I haven't read in a long time, and then I just started picking up with reading and stuff like that. So, and I was just trying to find books that weren't like too much like not safe for work. But anyway, the next up is the Percy Jackson series. So I really enjoyed watching. I enjoy reading this with my youngest. She's getting into all the mythological things, and so we've been reading that together. She's gotten through the 1st book, and we're about to read the 2nd book together. And I'm excited because it's just like I want her to enjoy the series like I enjoyed the series. So it's kind of like a memory lane slash just, you know, kind of, I don't know what's the word. Anyway, I'm enjoying rereading it all over again, and spending time with my daughter while doing that. Let's see. And then this one, actually I have a book right here. Let me, oops. Only have the first 3, because I read them a long time ago, but basically it starts off with the Smoke Thief, and then it goes to the Dream Thief, and then Queen of Dragons. It's her Draken series. I never gotten to, by the time I was done with the 3rd book, I was pregnant with twins, and I stopped reading, but apparently she has 2 more books. But I really love those series so far. So now that I know that there's 2 more books out there, I'm going to be picking those up because I loved reading them. It is just basically, it starts off with a jewel thief, and it just kind of just goes off from there. Like at that point, I'll let you guys figure it out. Anyway, those were my top 5 books / series. And then we were told that we could add onto add on to the series, the whole thing, if we wanted to. I only did one. I didn't do two, like C did. Mainly because I think I would have had a hard time trying to figure out what to do, because other people have already did like video games and stuff like that, and it's like I didn't want to do the same thing because, you know, didn't want to be like copying them. Well, you know, I just, you know, wanted to try and bring something different. And this is where my cheating has come in with my own with my own addition. I cheated. This is my cheating. So anyway, it's the top 5 musicals. Number 5, well, not number 5, number one, top of the list. Not really musical, even though it has musical in the name, because it hasn't become a musical yet. But I would love it if it becomes one. If it, you know, there's already animatics of it. I love it, but it's Epic the Musical, and I have that on repeat. It was almost every day, but it's now almost every other day now. I'm still obsessed with it. I love it so much. And I would love, 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 love it if it becomes an actual musical. But, you know, it's 40 songs, and it's so much fun to listen to and everything. So that's my, I cheesed a little bit. A little bit. Anyway, now the rest are actual musicals. So we have 6 the musical. I really like that one. I sing a lot of their songs too, but that's basically just six wives of Henry VIII, and basically what their history and stuff like that, or herstory, you know. But I enjoyed listening to their songs, and actually got tickets to go see 6 in a few months, and I'm excited about it. I'm like, yes. And then next up is Hamilton. I like listening to Hamilton a lot. Like, and I was so excited that that we finally gotten to see like the actual performance. Well, not the actual performance, but like basically got to see it on Disney Plus. I was like so glad, because I've been wanting to see at least some of it, because I've been watching animatics of it and stuff like that. People are really good at drawing scenes and things like that. So I was so happy to be able to finally see something, you know. And then the next 2 are kind of like, they're old, but again, memory lane kind of stuff. So we got Heathers. Some of this is like from when I was in high school. Like, well, both of these are from high school. So basically from the drama club. I was never in drama, or theater or anything like that. But I did like listening to these performances, and they were fun to listen to and stuff like that. Although some of it was kind of fixed a little bit, because high school and you're not supposed to say some of the words, yada yada yada. So, but I got to, you know, watch some of like the movies and things like that as well. But still, I love it. So anyway, Heathers, and then the last one is Little Shop of Horrors. So it's just like I'm just like, I can't help myself. It's just like those 2 I listen to a lot. They probably like pop up every few months on my playlist, where I listen to them, and then like also sometimes maybe watch the shows and stuff like that. But those are my top 5. Now, I really didn't think about this. I didn't think about who to tag, because almost everyone I know has been tagged. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone that I know has been tagged, except my good friend Mackenzie, but she doesn't YouTube anymore, so I can't tag her. But I will say, if you guys want to do this top 5, you can definitely go ahead. I tag you. How about that? I tag you if you want to do it. We'll claim that as my tag. But anyway, I didn't really get very far on my diamond painting. I kind of was more making hand gestures, I think, during this whole time period. Whoops. But anyway, I got a little bit into it, so that's something, question mark? Anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Otherwise, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!